Welcome back to Ski Dad TV. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 different ways to practice pushing the forces into the outside of the turn. Now, a disclaimer, this video will not improve your skiing just from watching it alone. You will need to go out and practice these moves, try these activities on your own, feel how it feels in your core specifically, and then you're going to be able to translate something real to your skiing. So with that being said, let's begin. So before we get going, let's go over what I'm talking about when I'm saying push the forces to the outside of the turn. All right, here I am just warming up, getting into it. Now, what I'm looking at primarily is my upper body, lower body separation, and then here are the forces right here being pushed to the outside of the turn. So I'm talking about everything from here to here. And you can see that's quite a long part of the turn. There's transition, but now I got forces going to the outside of the turn. The forces are being driven through a good upper body, lower body separation. I'm having to stay very tight in my core, particularly the left side of my core right here. That way I can maintain strength and good outside ski pressure to that left ski all the way to here. All this transition and initiation stuff is a quick little move, but then once you find this position, you really need to be able to balance through that position as you're pushing the forces to the outside of the turn. So that's what we're going to focus on here as we move through this. Now, the first place I like to start working is in the hot tub. I like the hot tub for a lot of different reasons. Number one, relaxation, therapy, happiness. Number two, a little bit of visualization in there. But then specifically for skiing, I like to get in and do this, what I'm doing right here. Finding the position of a ski turn. Here's my ski turn. Here's my position in the hot tub. Okay? Here's my ski turn. Here's my position in the hot tub. I'm trying to mimic it. Notice, strong inside knee drive right here. Shoulders level. Right here, this would be the left side of my core. That is where I'm trying to feel. I'm trying to stay tight there and be able to push the forces through the outside leg. Okay, moving through. So there's a left-footed ski turn. Now notice my torso is not perfectly upright in the picture or in the hot tub. That's normal. I'm trying to practice a realistic position. Again, my focus here is that core, trying to be strong right here in my core, and then that good inside knee drive. Those are two things that I can really feel well in the hot tub. Why is the hot tub so good for this? Because you have buoyancy, okay? It's easy to just sit in there and keep your feet out to the side, just like in a ski turn where you're balancing with the skis out to the outside. Now, I can also practice going through transitions as I did right here. So now I can keep my body, my torso nice and level and upright, swing my feet through just like you do in a ski turn, and then again find myself pushing to the outside. So there's a little bit of a core exercise you can do there to feel the switching through the obliques from the left to the right side. All right. Now, I can also feel shorter turns or different types of turns in the hot tub. Notice here, I'm keeping my feet quite a bit more underneath me. And what I'm practicing is these actual powder turns. This move right here, pushing to the outside, is right here, through, hopping, pushing to the outside. Notice again, even in this little hop turn, powder turn, the force gets pushed to the outside for a lot longer than any kind of transition or initiation move, okay? So there's just a couple of things we can learn in the hot tub, the fully laid out carving position, and then also these little short swingy kind of powder hop turn positions. After the hot tub, I like to go and run through a half pipe. Here I am just trying to run up the wall. I'm trying to let my feet get up the side of the half pipe. I want to feel it in my core. There would be on the right side of my core. Now here it's matched up with my skiing. Running through. See it there? I'm getting upper body, lower body separation. Okay, you can see it here. My core is tight here. Same as it is here. My feet are up. All right. And I can really feel, once my feet are up on that wall, I really feel the forces going there. And so I'm really trying to focus on that and maintain this stable position as I'm running through this half pipe. Here I go a couple more times. Now this exercise is something you can just go out and do and run through the half pipe and just feel where the forces end up in your core. Now I'm trying to make multiple turns through the half pipe, and I'm really trying to tighten down on that core as I make the corners. Here I'm being a little more aggressive. Notice the strong hip turn right here. I go up and I really try and powerfully turn my hips and get my pelvis facing where I need to go, because that's how it works in a real ski turn. I'm really trying to go up the side and turn that pelvis, turn my hips there, using the muscles in the core to get myself oriented and facing where I want to go into what would be the next turn. Okay? And I just make things up as I go. I'm just running up and down this half pipe, just trying to feel some kind of mimicking of a real turn there. I'm getting a little more aggressive, having a little fun with it. Up. Again, good hip turn. Really trying to keep my shoulders and torso strong, feet riding up the wall, feeling some pieces of the turn. And next, out here in Park City, we have this really cool little red half pipe. And I like running through this one, and maybe you're going to have a harder time finding this than I did. But what I get to practice here is jumping into the turn, or actually adding the initiation of a ski turn into this exercise. All right, so as I come here, I like to think of this transition of a ski turn right here, from here to here, as being less than body weight pressure. There's a little hop there. There's a little bounce. There's a little action where you're light, you're elevated, and then boom, you land, stand on it, and go. Okay? So when I'm practicing over here in the half pipe, here comes my little hop. Hop, I'm weightless. Notice that I'm already turning my hips towards where I want to go. If you come over here, notice that my hips are already starting to make the move, trying to change direction to where we want to go. And when I land, I want to land actively engaging my core right here. Over here, I'm going to land on that ski. Here it comes. Actively engaging that core right here. Okay, so landing in a strong position that allows me to push the forces to the outside. Now here I go, running through this half pipe a lot more. I changed the attack angle at it. So here I'm coming into more of like on a flats, a faster, here it is on the right, just more of a rolled up entry to a turn. Now I'm cutting off the angle. Now we're getting into shorter, more compact turns. There's a quicker switch, okay? Keep on ratcheting that attack angle down all the way until there's that little hop turn. Notice how that little hop turn, here comes my little jump. I'm coming in slow, and I'm going to hop, twist my hips, land, and go the other direction. Watching the ski turn now. Here we go. I'm going to do my little hop. There's my hop. I'm going to twist the hips. Boom. And look, the hips are facing at us at the camera, going the other direction. So now over here, we jump, hop, twist the hips, boom, land, direction we're going. So I'm practicing, I'm mimicking a real initiation into a ski turn, and then as I ride out the turn, I'm trying to maintain good, strong upper body, lower body separation, feeling the strength through that core. Here, I'm messing around with just a couple different entries, bigger hops, smaller hops. Here, these are fun ones where I'm really trying to jump, float, land, and go. Jump, float. Oh, there I've lost the outside ski. Okay, this is a common issue in ski turns, where people get to the outside ski either too quickly or without good upper body, lower body discipline. Notice how I land. Here's my foot landing. Notice how I don't have a good upper body, lower body separation. I don't have good engagement of this core, and boom, there goes the foot sliding out there, okay? This ski turn over here has a similar issue. Here I go. I'm a little early to the ski. I'm not going to get good weight to it right away, and boom, see me lose the outside ski there. So in this red hot tub, what I'm able to mimic is coming in too early, I would call this, but I really get a sense of needing to initiate the turn, jumping in with a good, strong core, and landing in a position to be able to, once again, push the forces to the outside of the ski. All right. The third way to be able to improve your ability to push the forces to the outside of the turn is rollerblading. Now, rollerblading is probably the most accurate way to mimic skiing that I know of. Let's check it out here. Me doing some short swing, spicy turns over at Woodward. Notice the lower leg action. Extremely similar. Notice the upper body, very stable. Lower legs are doing everything. Again, it's all about upper body, lower body separation. Coming through. Here come the knees. Knees get across the hill. Not a lot of hip movement in this, but enough. Boom, moving over. Another initiation, boom. And I'm trying to get pressure, again, through, let's see, on the rollerblades right here, from here to there, coming through. And then the core needs to be tight here, left side of the obliques, over here, left side of the obliques. So I think rollerblading really matches skiing well, okay? And so I go out and I pump through these turns and I'm really focused on my core. I'm really focused on keeping my upper body stable as I'm going. And you can look, you can mimic a drill basically. I'm going no poles, hands out in front. And again, I'm just trying to strengthen my core, get my body used to and prepared for ripping turns and making these ski movements come ski season. The fourth way to feel the forces moving into the outside of the turn is these American Ninja Warrior little jumps. I am fortunate enough to be able to get into woodward, so I have access to these types of things. But notice how you can see the lateral movements here. There's upper body, lower body separation. Okay. Running in, boom, there's the jump. Okay, core is tight here. Outside leg is strong, pushing all the way to here. Now landing, again, core tight, upper body, lower body separation, and then bound the other way. This is just a great exercise in general to be able to mimic a ski turn and practice pushing those forces to the outside. There it goes again. Now, here I'm exaggerating the same point what we saw earlier of coming in too early, too much power, boom, the pad goes away. One thing that I like to really take away from this is when I come in to jump into this, boom, I have to land somewhat softly, load the leg, and then push off. Land softly, load the leg, and then push off. This is what I think a lot of people mean when they say build the pressure into the turn. Here I am engaging the ski, and the pressure needs to build through this softness and then the rebound or then standing on the ski through the outside of the turn. So this is just a great way to exercise it. Now, if you want to tune it up, absolutely you should. There's Bryce going through it, my son. Now, if you ever try and go to Woodward and set up one of these that's a dad size and go through it with a bunch of kids running around, good luck. So the advanced maneuver for this jumping through the blocks, boom, 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 would obviously be to add more in a row. There's no video of me, just video of Bryce there. The next way to feel the forces into the outside of the turn is to practice on a trampoline. And here I am just bouncing, and I'm trying to flare my ankles up and engage my core right here. As these ankles are flaring up, my core engages here. I go again, flare my ankles up. I'm engaging my core here. I'm exercising here. I'm going through the motions. I'm improving my core strength, including improving my core stability. And this one's just a lot of fun. Easy to do if you have access to a trampoline. Now, this is the advanced method. Okay, if you have a wall like this and a good trampoline, jump up. This is tough for me. This really requires me to focus, okay, and really make sure that I'm truly pushing the forces to the outside. Here's the upper body, lower body separation. I'm strong through the core here, and I have to push the power to the outside through my feet. Otherwise, I'll slip, maybe even need my hand on the wall or fall out of it. So this one is a great one to really challenge myself and prove to myself that I'm ready to push forces to the outside of the turn come this next ski season. Walking a slackline is the sixth way to feel the forces into the outside of the turn. Now, before we get going here, obviously there is no pushing to the outside here. However, as I'm going to address, the strengthening of these oblique muscles of this core muscle will improve your ability to hold those positions when it comes time to be shredding in season. The balance that it takes to stand inside a ripping turn is the same as the balance it takes to walk across a slack line. It all comes through the obliques and the core. And while I'm not mimicking any kind of turning, I'm strengthening and fine-tuning those obliques and those balance muscles every time I walk across this bad boy. Ooh. Turning, 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 going back. Oh yeah. I can definitely feel the muscles in my core get a little sore after a good slacklining session. And so I just think it's good for you in general to work on balance and improve
those muscles as best as possible.
So there is the slack line. Now the seventh way, and maybe my favorite way to feel the forces, is on a swing set. Now again, like the slack line, this isn't specific to going outside. However, now you're going to get a chance to really feel the load and the forces on your body that are similar to a ski turn. I can't stress enough how much you need to get out and feel this one. So the swing set is another great way to feel something in the ski turn. On the swing set, you can feel the forces being applied and kind of the timing of the forces through the turn. Now it's just linear, okay? So we're not pushing force to the outside. So I've got another whole video on what you can learn from the forces on the swing set. But what we get now is what kind of load that we're going to feel when we're doing those positions in the hot tub, when we're running in the half pipe, okay? And you can feel the time because on the swing set, you go up, you get light, and then you come down, there's load. When you go up and you get light, that's transition. Transition, load. Transition, apex. Transition, apex. All right, we're going to slow down just a bit. When you're going in, you're going to feel that pump. This is the strength. This is the amount of load. You can feel it in your core. Keep your belly tight when you do it. And I can add pump and add speed. And you get a sense of the kind of force, the kind of pull and exertion you need to put on your body to generate speed and make it happen. So add this to a little bag of tricks to imagine the forces that you're applying when you're doing all those other little tricky things. So there is the swing set. Now I can't stress enough how accurate the swing set is to really feel those forces and those loads on your body. And then your ability when you're really pumping hard, tightening your core and trying to gain speed through the pendulum point of the swing set, that is so similar to skiing, it's not even funny. Get out there and try that one. So there you have it. 7 activities to help you feel the forces pushing into the outside of the turn. Now that you've watched the video and have an idea of what you want to be feeling and what you're trying to accomplish when you're doing these activities, now it's time to head out there, find yourself a half pipe, get on a trampoline, get on a slackline, and go through these movements. Feel the forces in your body, and then start envisioning how you're going to utilize this on snow this season. Thank you for watching Ski Dad TV. I hope you got a ton of value out of this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to tip your ski instructor. And as always, keep shredding out there.
You're watching Ski Dad TV.
Thank you for watching Ski Dad TV. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you got more value than that out of it, then please donate directly to the channel with the links below. We really appreciate it.